Peace and grace, beloved soul. Today, your angels are whispering a message meant just for you. Can you feel it? That gentle nudge in your heart? That spark of hope? That's the universe guiding you toward blessings you've been waiting for. Doors are opening. Opportunities are arriving. Divine timing is aligning in your favor, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment. So take a deep breath, feel the peace, and open your heart to this divine guidance. If this message lifts your spirit, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Holy Encouragement for more angelic words, wisdom, and guidance that speak directly to your soul. Your angels are waiting to bless you. Angels say, someone is going to marry you. But listen carefully, there is one condition. And if you miss this message, the moment could pass without you even realizing it. Before you scroll away, before your mind begins to doubt, pause for just a moment. Because this message did not find you by accident. Angels say this video appeared in your life at the exact second your heart was ready to hear the truth. You have been wondering, questioning, praying, sometimes silently, sometimes with tears you never let anyone see. You've asked, will I ever be chosen? Will someone love me deeply, fully, forever? Is marriage truly written for me? And today, the angels answer clearly. Yes, someone is preparing to marry you, but there is something you must understand first. Angels do not speak to everyone this way. They speak when destiny is aligning, when two paths are quietly moving toward each other, even if the people walking those paths do not yet see it. Right now, someone is thinking about commitment in a serious way. They are not playing games. They are not searching for temporary love. They are searching for you. But angels say the union will only manifest if one spiritual condition is fulfilled. And that condition has nothing to do with money, beauty, age, or status. It has everything to do with your heart state. Angels say you have been through emotional cycles that shaped you. You trusted once and were disappointed. You opened your heart and it was misunderstood. You stayed longer than you should have, hoping things would change. Because of this, part of you learned to protect itself. You became strong, independent, quietly resilient. But angels say something important. The strength that protected you may now be blocking the love meant to enter, not because you are wrong, but because you learned survival instead of surrender. Marriage energy does not arrive when we are guarded. It arrives when we are ready to be seen again. And this is where the condition begins. Angels say, before someone can fully choose you, you must believe deeply that you are worth choosing. Not logically, not publicly, but privately, in the place where your doubts live. Because the person who is meant to marry you is spiritually sensitive. They can feel emotional walls. They can sense fear disguised as confidence. They are drawn to your soul, but they are waiting for a sign that you are truly open. Here is what angels want you to know. This person is not coming to fix you. They are not coming to save you. They are coming to build with you. But angels say they will only step forward when they feel invited, not chased, not tested, not feared. This is the condition. You must release the belief that love always ends in loss. Angels see that you sometimes expect disappointment before happiness arrives. You prepare for the ending before the beginning. But marriage energy is fragile at first. It requires hope. Trust. A willingness to believe again, even when logic says, be careful. Angels are asking you now, can you let go of the story that says, love never lasts for me? Because the person who wants to marry you is different from those who hurt you. They are aligned with your future and not your past. Angels say the connection will feel calm, not chaotic, safe, not confusing, intentional, not rushed. There will be a momenta conversation, a look, a realization where you sense, this feels different. That moment is approaching, but angels warn, if fear speaks louder than faith, you may misinterpret peace as boredom and consistency as weakness. Do not make that mistake. Ask yourself quietly, Am I truly ready to be loved without chaos? Am I prepared to receive something real even if it feels unfamiliar? Because angels say readiness is not about perfection. It is about permission. Someone is going to marry you. This is not imagination. This is alignment. Because angels say, what you do after hearing this determines how soon love arrives. Angels say, if you are still listening, it means your spirit is responding. Because the truth is this marriage was not canceled. It was delayed. And the delay had nothing to do with rejection. It had everything to do with preparation. Angels reveal that two souls were meant to meet in a state of wholeness, not wounds. But when the timing first aligned, one or both of you are still carrying emotional weight that would have turned love into a lesson instead of a lifelong union. So the angels intervened, not to punish, not to deny, but to protect what was sacred. Sometimes delay is divine mercy. You are being shaped. Every disappointment refined your discernment. Every goodbye strengthened your intuition. Every lonely season taught you how to stand on your own. Angels say you are not being abandoned, you are being prepared to recognize the right love. The person meant to marry you is also undergoing their own transformation, learning responsibility, learning emotional availability. Learning how to choose one person without fear. That work could not be rushed. Angels see that there were moments you felt forgotten. You watched others get engaged. You heard wedding announcements. You smiled publicly, but felt heavy privately. You wondered, why not me? Angels answer now, because the love meant for you is not ordinary. Ordinary love arrives fast and leaves fast. This love is meant to last. Angels say marriage is not just about romance. It is a spiritual agreement. Two people must be aligned in emotional maturity, spiritual awareness, and willingness to grow together. If one arrives too early, the union fractures under pressure. So heaven waited. Angels say something critical. Now, do not mistake the delay as a sign. You are behind. You are not late. You are on time for the right life. The wrong marriages happen early. The right ones happen when the soul is ready. Angels reveal that the person meant to marry you once walked away from a situation that looked good on the surface but felt wrong in the spirit. They chose growth over comfort, integrity over convenience. That choice aligned them closer to you. Even now, they are becoming more intentional, more aware of what they truly want. And angels say, what they want is not many options, that they want one person chosen carefully. Angels say you may notice signs appearing, repeated numbers dreams, involving commitment, or ring sudden thoughts of marriage that feel peaceful, not anxious. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. But angels caution, if you still replay past heartbreaks in your mind, you may unconsciously delay the union again. Forgiveness is not about excusing pain. It is about releasing emotional baggage that does not belong in your future marriage. Angels say, the delay was not because you were unworthy. The delay was because you were valuable. Precious things are protected. If this message resonates, pause for a moment and type, I am ready, in the comments. Not for the algorithm, but as a declaration to your own spirit. Angels say, when the person meant to marry you appears, you will not need to chase clarity. Clarity will come to you. This is the first sign. Angels reveal that true alignment does not feel confusing, that it does not make you anxious, that it does not force you to prove your worth, it does not leave you questioning where you stand. Instead, it feels steady. You will notice that conversations flow without performance. Silence feels comfortable, not awkward. You are able to be yourself without shrinking or over-explaining. Angels say, peace is the confirmation. Think back to previous connections. You waited for messages. You read between lines. You analyze tone, timing, and intention. That was not love, that was emotional survival. The person meant to marry Yao will not activate your fear of abandonment. They will activate your sense of belonging. Angels say another sign is emotional safety. You will feel safe expressing your feelings without being dismissed or misunderstood. Disagreements will not feel like threats. Differences will not feel like distance. This person listens not to respond, but to understand. That is not common. That is sacred. Angels say there will be a moment of inner recognition, not fireworks, not chaos. But a quiet knowing. You may think, I could build a life with this person. Not, I'm afraid to lose them, but I feel grounded with them. This is the soul recognizing its counterpart. Angels warn, do not confuse intensity with destiny. Intensity is fast, overwhelming, and addictive. Destiny is calm, consistent, and supportive. A person meant to marry Yao will not rush you into promises they cannot keep. They will move with intention, not impulse. Angels say effort will be mutual. You will not be the only one initiating conversations. You will not be the only one making plans. You will not be the only one compromising. This balance is the sign that you are no longer carrying love alone. Angels reveal that this connection will heal you in unexpected ways. Old wounds will surface, not to hurt you, but to be resolved through understanding. You may notice yourself reacting differently than before. Less defensive, patient, more secure. This is growth made visible. Angels say the timing will feel right, not perfect. There may still be responsibilities, goals, or transitions happening, but there will be willingness to walk through them together. The person meant to marry, Yao, will not wait for a flawless future. They will choose you in the present. Angels say something important now. If you are listening to this and thinking of someone, pay attention to how your body reacts. Does your chest soften? Does your breathing slow? Does your mind quiet? Your body recognizes safety before your mind accepts it. If you are open to recognizing real love when it appears, type I choose peace in the comments. This anchors your intention. Angels say someone is going to marry you. But now we speak of the condition, not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Because this condition determines whether love arrives smoothly or knocks and turns away. The condition is this: you must release control and allow love to meet you where you are, not where you think you should be, not where society says you must be, not where fear tells you to wait, right where you are. Angels say control was learned, not chosen. After disappointment, you learn to manage expectations. After heartbreak, you learn to anticipate outcomes. After loss, you learn to rely only on yourself. This kept you safe, but angels say safety is not the same as fulfillment. Marriage is a partnership of trust. If you are always guarding the door, love cannot enter fully. Angels say you may be unknowingly testing people, waiting for them to fail, expecting disappointment with vulnerability until proof appears. But love does not respond to tests. Love responds to openness. Angels clarify. Letting go of control does not mean lowering standards. It does not mean tolerating disrespect. It does not mean ignoring red flags. It means releasing the belief that you must manage love to survive it. Angels reveal the real block is not external. It is the thought that says, if I relax, I will get hurt again. But angels say this time is different. You are wiser now. You recognize patterns faster. You speak your needs clearly. You are not the same person you were then. Angels ask you gently, can you allow someone to see you without armor? Not the perfected version, not the strong-only version, but the honest version. Because the person meant to marry, you are not intimidated by your strength. They are drawn to your truth. Angels say, if control remains dominant, you may attract people who want power, not partnership. But when control softens into trust, you attract someone who wants to build, not dominate. Angels suggest small acts of release. Express your feelings. Without rehearsing, accept help. Without guilt, allow someone to show up differently than you expect. These are not weaknesses. They are invitations. Angels say the moment you stop bracing for impact, love will recognize you. The person meant to marry you, looking for permission to step forward. If you are willing to release control and allow love to meet you naturally, type "I allow love" in the comments. This is a spiritual agreement with yourself. Angels say, the moment you release control, something shifts quietly in the spiritual realm. Not loudly, not dramatically, but decisively. This is when alignment begins to move. Angels reveal that love does not arrive with force. It arrives with permission. When you say yes, internally to trust, yes to vulnerability, yes to receiving, the path clears. The delays dissolve. The resistance softens. The timing aligns. Angels say the beginning may appear ordinary, a conversation, a connection, an introduction that feels simple, but beneath the surface, something profound is unfolding. You will feel less urgency and more certainty. This is not a chase. This is a meeting. Angels highlight what will feel different. You will not question where you stand. You will not feel the need to prove your value. You will not overthink every interaction. Instead, there will be consistency. Messages come without anxiety. Plans are followed through. Words and actions align. This is the language of readiness. Angels say, this love is mutual from the beginning. Both of you choose with intention. Both of you invest with care. Both of you move forward without fear of abandonment. You are no longer convincing someone to see you. You are being recognized. Angels reveal that healing will occur naturally. Old wounds may surface, but they will be met with patience, not dismissal. You will feel safe enough to say, "This hurt me before," without being judged or minimized. This is how love repairs the past. Angels say growth will be shared, not separate. You will support each other's goals, respect each other's individuality, encourage each other's healing. Marriage energy builds not through pressure, but through partnership. Angels say something powerful now. You will feel at home with this person, not because everything is perfect, but because nothing feels forced. Home is where you are accepted fully. Angels caution, do not rush the process. This love unfolds with care because it is meant to last. Let it develop naturally. Let trust build steadily. Slow does not mean stagnant. It means secure. If you are open to receiving love without rushing it, type "I trust divine timing" in the comments. This aligns your energy with patience. Angels say, when something precious begins to form, it must be protected with awareness, not fear. This love does not need guarding walls. It needs conscious care. Angels reveal that the greatest threat to new love is not outside interference. It is old habits. Habits formed when love was uncertain. Habits created to survive. Emotional inconsistency. Those habits no longer serve you here. Angels caution against overinterpreting small things. A delayed message does not mean disinterest. A quiet day does not mean distance. Peaceful love has space. Do not turn calm into concern. Angels warn gently. Do not test this person's commitment by pulling away, going silent, or creating distance. Healthy love responds to communication, not games. Speak your needs clearly. Angels say, do not punish this person for mistakes they did not make. They are not your past. They are your present alignment. Angels suggest 3 practices. Honest communication. Say what you feel before fear rewrites the story. Emotional presence. Listen fully, without preparing defenses. Appreciation. Notice the effort. Speak gratitude. These small actions create strong foundations. Angels clarify. Boundaries are not barriers. They are clarity. State what matters to you calmly. Respect differences without withdrawing love. This balance invites respect. Angels say, Protection also happens energetically. Release comparison. Avoid involving too many voices. Guard the connection from unnecessary opinions. Not everyone needs access to something sacred. Angels remind you, trust is built, not demanded. Allow consistency to speak louder than fear. This person is showing up differently. They intend to stay. Angels say, the more stable you are within yourself, the safer the relationship becomes. You do not need to lose yourself to keep love. You bring yourself fully, and that is enough. If you are willing to protect love with awareness instead of fear, type "I choose healthy love" in the comments. Angels say, there comes a moment when love stops asking questions and starts making decisions. This is the moment marriage becomes real. Angels reveal that commitment does not arrive suddenly. It settles in. You will notice a shift. Conversations include the future. Natural plans extend months ahead without hesitation. I becomes we without effort. This is not fantasy. This is intention. Angels say uncertainty fades quietly. You stop wondering where the relationship is going because the direction becomes obvious. There is no pressure to define because actions define it for you. Consistency replaces anxiety. Angels reveal something powerful. You will feel chosen without needing reassurance. Not because words are repeated, but because presence is steady. This person shows up not only when it's easy, but when life becomes demanding. Angels say, even conflict becomes a sign. Disagreements do not lead to withdrawal. They lead to resolution. You both choose understanding or ego. This is marriage energy. Angels reveal that this person begins to protect the connection. They prioritize you. They consider your needs. They adjust their life willingly, not out of obligation but devotion. Angels say spiritually, your energies synchronize. You may notice shared values becoming clearer, similar visions for life and mutual respect. Deepening this alignment anchors long-term love. Angels say, fear does not disappear suddenly. It fades as trust proves itself. What once triggered anxiety feels manageable. You stop preparing for endings. You start building permanence. Angels say, there will be a quiet realization. I am safe to commit. Not because everything is perfect, but because everything is honest. This is when marriage becomes inevitable. If you are open to recognizing commitment without fear, type "I am ready for forever" in the comments. Angels say, marriage with the right person does not limit your life, it expands it. This union does not take away your freedom, it gives it direction. Angels reveal that married life with this person feels grounded and supportive. There is routine, but not boredom. There is comfort, but not stagnation. You wake up knowing you are not facing life alone. Partnership becomes your foundation. Angels say emotional fulfillment deepens. You are heard without needing to fight. Seen without performing. Loved without conditions. You become more yourself, not less. Angels reveal something important. This marriage does not avoid difficulty. It survives it. When challenges arise, you face them together. No blaming. No abandonment. Only teamwork. Angels say this union accelerates spiritual growth. You encourage each other's healing. You challenge each other gently. You grow together instead of apart. Marriage becomes a sacred space. Angels reveal shared goals emerge naturally. Plans feel aligned. Dreams feel supported. Decisions feel mutual. You build a future intentionally. Angels say peace becomes the dominant emotion. Not excitement alone, but stability, respect, and trust. You stop searching. You start settling into belonging. Angels clarify. You do not lose your identity in this marriage. Your individuality is honored. Your voice is respected. Your boundaries remain intact. This partnership values wholeness. Angels say this marriage builds legacy. Not just memories, but impact. You create something meaningful together. If you are open to a marriage that supports your growth, Type "I welcome sacred union" in the comments. Angels say, when something sacred is close, life becomes quiet, not empty focus. This is the space you are in now. Angels reveal that before union, distractions fall away. Old connections lose intensity. Certain desires no longer excite you. Your energy becomes selective. This is not loneliness. It is alignment. Angels say the final shift is self-trust, not confidence, not control. Trust. Trusting your intuition. Trusting your discernment. Trusting that you can recognize love without fear. Angels reveal something subtle. Urgency fades before arrival. You stop asking when. You start living fully now. This relaxed certainty is a sign that your spirit knows something good is coming. Angels suggest releasing lingering attachments, emotional ties to people who cannot meet your fantasies, rooted in the past identities, formed through pain. These do not belong in your marriage. Angels clarify, you are not waiting for love. You are preparing space for it. Continue building your life. Pursue joy. Honor your routines. Love integrates, not interrupts. Angels say timing is already in motion. You do not need to push. You do not need to search desperately. Alignment responds to readiness, not pressure. Angels recommend choosing peace over progress, over rushing honesty, over performance. These practices keep you aligned. If you are willing to trust the final preparation, type "I am aligned" in the comments. Angels say, if you have reached this final message, your spirit already knows the truth. This journey was never about if love would come. It was about when you would be ready to receive it fully. And now, angels confirm, someone is going to marry you, not as a possibility, not as a hope, but as a destined outcome. Its alignment is complete. Angels reveal that the confirmation does not arrive with noise. It arrives with peace. You will feel settled within yourself. Whole without searching. Complete without forcing. This is when love recognizes you, because love always arrives when it no longer has to compete with fear. Angels say receiving is an act of humility. You do not earn this marriage through suffering. You do not prove yourself worthy through pain. You receive it because you allowed your heart to heal. That is the blessing. Angels ask you gently now, can you release the final doubt that whispers, what if it doesn't last? Because this marriage is not built on illusion. It is built on emotional maturity to spiritual awareness. Mule choice. This is not temporary love. This is intentional union. Angels promise you will not be alone in the chapters ahead. You will not carry life by yourself anymore. You will not have to convince someone to stay. This love stays because it chooses to. Angels say, gratitude anchors the blessing. Take a moment right now to thank your past for teaching you, your present for preparing you, and your future for welcoming you. This seals alignment. Angels speak directly now. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not difficult to love. You are becoming ready for something real. And that readiness changes everything. If this message resonated with your heart, pause and type "thank you" angels in the comments. This is not just interaction, it is acknowledgement. Before you leave, angels ask one more thing. Like this video to affirm that you are open to divine guidance. Comment below to declare your readiness and connect with others on the same journey. Subscribe Holy Encouragement so you never miss the messages meant to guide, protect, and align you.